Okay, thank you for joining us at the New York NLP Institute. This is going to be broadcasted to the Facebook and YouTube channels. Basically, I'm here because I want to demonstrate one simple technique that we use to deal with memories, annoying memories. So I'm going to bring Renata here on board. Hey, Renata, how are you?
Okay, how are you doing?
Good, good. So basically, I run these classes here in New York City where I help people deal with challenges and limitations and sometimes just annoying memories that they have. So, what I wanted to demonstrate today, I email a few people, a few might or might not be joining, but I'm happy that you're joining us right here. Basically, I want to start off by saying that what I'm about to demonstrate has been used and it's been known in neuroscience for quite some time. You see, the development of neuroscience is way ahead of what the public knows. So there's a lot of techniques and processes that we are literally maybe a year or two will be more publicly known, but are starting to trickle down into fields like myself and others. So what I wanted to do is, first of all, I wanted to start off by, if you don't mind, sharing a little bit about the memory. Don't go into too much detail, but tell me on a scale. First of all, I want to make sure that on a scale of 1 to 10, it's not like a traumatic 9 or 10, but it's something that's like annoying, that's been kind of following you for a long time, but it's not like a super traumatic, super bothersome memory. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where will you place this memory right now?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, yeah.
Is there anybody else on the call?
No, right now there's no one else.
No one else. Oh, okay. Uh, okay, it's a memory about a friend saying something disrespectful, and since then I haven't talked to her.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's all we need to know. All right, excellent. And these memories are like gnats, like flies, like mosquitoes that somehow follow us around, and they're not like devastating, but by their very presence, they kind of weakens us. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of someone that I knew a long time ago who reached out to me, and he had a pair of pants that was way too big for him, and not only pants, but he also shoes. So wherever he went, there went the shoes and the pants. So I told him about a special kind of dryer that what it does is it takes the pants and shrinks it down to size. And he didn't believe me. He said, "Well, I think these pants cannot be shrunken down to a normal size." So I told him, do the following. When next time you go to the special dryer, I want you to take that thing that's way out of proportion, that's being dragged and that's moving with you wherever you go. I wanted to really shrink it down really small, and I wanted to let that dryer rewind to the very beginning, and then and touch those controls, those black and white controls, and start shining light on that. So he didn't at first. He wasn't sure what he was doing. He did it, and sure enough, the clothing shrank to size. And that is a lot what's going on with memory. Okay, so if you were to tell me where that memory is, Renata, where is it in front of you? I mean, like if you were to use your hands
On the left.
on the left, but use both hands, both arms. Maybe you can move a little bit further and show me how big is it? Okay, or it's about that size. Is it a little bit bigger or is it a bit wider?
No, it's not very big.
Okay, so what I want you to do is the following, and we're gonna do this very quickly. And the key is this is how the mind kind of operates. It's one of those things. Okay, at first I want you with your right hand or with your left hand. I want you to draw a line around the border of the image as you're looking at the image right now.
Okay.
Okay, great, great, excellent. So you look at it, draw it with your hand. Excellent. Do it one more time. Okay, excellent. Now take a look at that in memory for one last time. Take a look at it right now. Now the count of three, you're gonna do the following. And I'm gonna kind of guide you along. So it's okay. It's very simple process. The first thing is at the count of three, you're gonna take that image, even with your hand, right? Again, and you're gonna shrink it to the size of a postage. But you're gonna do this. Don't do it yet. Just shrink it to the size of a postage, and then That little memory, you're going to rewind as if you're rewinding a movie to the very beginning. And then the third thing, you're going to blink it, black and white, very quickly. Okay? So let's do this 1, 2, 3, and I'll follow you. I want to take that image, that memory, right? Shrink it, very small. Make it the size of a postage stamp. It's tiny little thing. Look at it right now. And then I want you to take a look at that memory where the memory ends and rewind it to the very beginning of where it begins. Just rewind it. That's right. Rewind the memory to the very beginning before it became an annoying memory. Just rewind it to the very beginning, and then blink it with your eyes. With your just blink it, black and white very quickly. Black and white very quickly. It's almost like a shutter effect. You're seeing white, black, white, black, white, black, like fast images. You're pulsing through it. Very quickly. Black, white, 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 black, white. That's right. Shrink it to size, small postage size, rewind it all the way to the beginning of where it began, and then blink it. Blink it, black and white. It's like white bar, a white card or black card, very, very fast. You see, as you do so, blink. You're actually as you're blinking, and every time you blink, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. That's right. That's right. Now try in vain to bring that memory back.
It's okay.
It's
there, but it has no power.
Right. It's not next to you, is it? It's somewhere far away. Okay. Yeah. It has no power anymore, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's no magic trick. It's not mystery science. This is how your brain works. I want to give you a little story. Remember back in the day, a lot of people have phobias, right? They have like a phobia of spiders or a phobia. Some people. You know how it all began? It begins when they're like very, very young. And sometimes they're just, maybe when they're 3 or 4 years old and they're playing with something, their mom comes around and shouts at them. They connect the image to the sound. And unfortunately, the way the brain works, over time, some people will eventually, when they look at that image of a spider, they get all upset. So this is what we just did, Renata, is we just did it in reverse. So it sounds unbelievable. When I started doing this years ago, I had a fellow who came to me with PTSD, and that's on a scale of 0 to 10. It was like a 10 plus. And I had asked him, well, tell me a little bit about the experience. So I had him do something very similar to what we did with one more step, and the following time when we met again, he said, I don't know what you did then, but somehow that feeling is gone. Where is the feeling?
Yeah.
Now, Renata, I can always bring back that feeling, but you want it, you want it where it is right now, right?
No, I know. I have a master's degree in NLP.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay. So I was actually contacting you guys to find out if there's anything to upgrade, or bring present those skills, if there's any new skills and things like that. Because I haven't done much with it for a few years now. So I was just wondering about that. So you guys have regular classes here?
Yes, we do. In fact, we're doing one. We do regular classes in New York. I'm not sure where you are, but we're in New York City.
I'm in New York now, and I can always come to New York. So I just wonder, but you do is it the basic practitioner classes?
We do practitioner classes, and we also do master practitioner as well.
Which I both have have done. So I was just wondering if there's anything, new, like maybe coaching or whatever.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, we do. We have, you're familiar with Stephen Gilligan?
No.
His work. Okay. He's one of the early students of Richard Bandler. Okay. And he's developed something which I think is a nice complement to NLP. which is called generative trance. It's like taking what Erickson, he worked with Erickson, Milton
Yeah,
Erickson,
yeah, of course I
and
do.
he was like his star pupil. And,
Okay.
and he developed a series of techniques which I use in my workshop that makes everything so much easier. So much, as you know.
For coaching? Are you talking coaching?
Well, we do within in the class, and we also do coaching. So if you definitely want to, you know, one of us, or I can go in and we can meet and we can do some updating on that. We can do it, or we can go to the class as well. But we can definitely follow up afterwards with your email.
Well, I'm just wondering, yeah, if there is such a thing as for instance, a specialized coaching class. That's maybe something I would be interested in, because I do have the techniques, and I actually write some stuff about it, and I do a lot. I do a lot of that stuff. So, but
That's
I was wondering if there's anything new that's further along for coaching.
Yes, there are. We do have those classes, and we're gonna have them starting in the fall.
And what are they called?
NLP coaching.
Oh, there's a NLP coaching. Okay, great,
Absolutely,
great.
absolutely.
I'd be very interested in something like that.
Well,
So
that's
how do they usually work? I mean, what's this? Because I drive in usually from Connecticut. So what's the schedule on these things?
with classes like that. There are generally four classes and not 24 days, like practitioner training. And depending upon we meet every other Sunday
Oh, okay.
in the city, and we're
Okay.
gonna start doing those in late September, early October.
Okay. That probably worked for me. But that's practitioner and masters, right?
Yes, in fact, we'll have people like yourself who have gone through masters as well. We're looking for
Okay.
an update and also some new techniques within the coaching structure that they can use moving forward.
Yeah. What I've been doing mostly is reframing work,
Reframing it, yeah,
that's the most powerful thing for me. I had a client, I lived in Geneva, Switzerland. I did the NLP training in Geneva and in Paris, and in English and in French. So I had a client who she was the wife of an ambassador, and she was very upset that her son was wearing dreadlocks, because, they have the fancy parties, and here comes with dreadlocks.
right.
So I had seen that morning pictures of some of these very very young soldiers in Russia fighting in Bosnia. Very very young, like children, and the mothers were, held back by bigger soldiers to say goodbye to their little boys, and it was just absolutely devastating. So I thought I talked to her about that, and I said, just imagine your son had to do that, and imagine he's away for a year, and now he's coming back. He's getting off longer, but he's getting off the plane, and there he is, healthy, alive, with his dreadlocks. And she was crying and saying, "Oh, I love him. I don't care what hair." He was completely reframed. So
That's beautiful. That's a great
yeah,
thing.
that's
That's
the stuff I did most of all. Also
yeah.
with people who had eating disorders, I worked. So that's some of the most the work I usually did. But lately, I haven't done anything. So
Well, that's it. Content reframing and spatial, and those are some of the most powerful. In fact, that's
yeah,
exactly a lot of the work I do. It's
yeah, good,
along those lines, and
yeah,
because yes, a lot of people have parts that they can't stand. So my goal, I've incorporated that in my training, is to
yeah.
start embracing those parts, accepting them, and understanding
Well,
this.
yeah. First is the understanding.
Right.
Tell me your name again. I can't see it there.
Oh, my name is Dan.
Dan. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Uh, that's that. The first understanding is the issue. I have people that had eating disorders. I ended up understanding that they don't have a part that says it's enough,
Right.
and it's usually generational. I found with some of the people I worked with that their grandmothers and their mothers had these parts. They didn't have a part that says that's enough,
Right.
and they didn't teach their child, to integrate a part that says that's enough. So they would let them work on homework until 2 in the morning when they were 8 years old, or climb up some tree and pick cherries and forget about them and be up there in the cold. So that was a very interesting discovery for me, that bulimic people, they don't have a part that says it's enough. And that when you integrate that part, it's much easier for them. So anyway.
Yeah, it's I've been doing it. I've been studying, working with Richard, and since the 1980s, late 80s.
Really? Wow.
It's that long. Yeah, it's my whole life. My whole life has been NLP in one capacity or another. So
That's great.
and I'm still shocked. Even
Yeah.
it's like magic. Like, what did I just do, or what did they just do? Because
Yeah.
often the resources kick in, and that's why I'm as passionate about it as when I first took it back at the Barbizon Hotel in New York City. Remember the Barbizon Hotel was like
I remember the hotel, but
it was like in
like I said,
57th Street,
I did it
beautiful.
in Europe.
That was like, so that really stuck with me all these years. That kind of
Yeah.
very positive foundational experience. Um, okay, Renata, I think for some reason we're offline, but you probably come back again. Um, okay, not sure what happened. Um, but for those who are listening, basically we're talking about NLP, neurolinguistics, which is a field that attempts to codify excellence, human excellence, and it's a formal system of communication, and that it's very effective in dealing with phobias, traumas, bulimias, depression, and so on. So we kind of talking shop here. I hope Renata comes back. I'm not sure what happened there. But for those who are wondering what just happened with the technique, it's very simple. And maybe if you're watching, you can do it, and then you can text me below and tell me what your experience was. It's okay. So for those who are watching, again, this is what it is. Take a memory. Okay, take a memory that you want to get rid of, or reduce the intensity. But with both arms, I want you to stretch out. Where is that memory? Use both arms with me. Okay, great. Is it here? Is it that big? Give me approximately the size of the image. Now, with one of the arms or one of the hands, you're going to draw a border around it. Draw a border. You actually got to draw the border. Don't imagine the border. You're drawing it. Draw the border around it. Okay, you got it? Now you're looking at the memory with a border. Okay, got it? Excellent. So now we're going to do this at the same time. You're going to take that memory for one last time. If you want, hold on till I can stop. But if you want to get rid of it, follow me. Take that memory. You're going to shrink it really small until it's the size of a postage stamp. Look at it right now. It's this little thing right here. Look. And inside, you're going to look at the memory, and you're going to rewind that memory to the very beginning of the problem. The very beginning, before there was a problem. Rewind it. Now blink it. Blink it. Black and white very fast with your eyelids. Blink it. Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. Where is the memory now? Try in vain to get that memory back. Where is that memory? See, the basic logical scientific explanation is that once you draw a border around a memory, it's no longer in the same area of the brain where it was originally coded. Now it's a constructed image rather than a remembered image. And once it's a constructed image, then you can play with it. You can shrink it. You can make it black and white. You can do all kinds of things. It's very simple. That's the basic structure of dealing with annoying, pesky memories. Now, I know I disappointed you. You probably were expecting me to go on for 2 hours, give you long ass descriptions, but no. We here in NLP is about getting quick results. Again, take that memory, draw a border around it with your hands, really small. Fits right through this hole over here, right? Yeah, that's right. Then rewind it. Rewind it to the very beginning, to the point where there was no problem. Rewind it like you're rewinding a film, and then blink it, black and white, very fast. Where's that memory? Oh, it seems to have. Oh, it's to be all the way down there. Okay, I can see it. Well, there you go, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to definitely do please run that process and let me know what you think. Okay, until the next time, I will see you soon. Bye bye.